During the past 28 years, Mary's Media Foundation has produced and distributed some of the most informative and spiritually enlightening films on the Blessed Virgin Mary and others, which include Mary's House.
The most perfect woman in history, the Blessed Virgin Mary, spent the last 9 years of her life in a house built for her by St. John the Apostle, high atop a mountain in Ephesus, Turkey. Now in the beautiful documentary Mary's House, you'll not only visit her house, but will also tour the incredible Roman ruins of Ephesus, including the church where Mary was first decreed Mother of God. You'll also visit Mary Magdalene's tomb, St. John's Basilica, and join pilgrims as they climb the way of the cross, as laid out by Mary herself. You'll even see the area of Mary's Assumption as described by the German seer Anne Catherine Emmerich.
And coming into Mary's house, I found a very warm, tranquil, peaceful feeling. I'm just very comforted.
Medjugorje, The Way Home. On June 24, 1981, the Blessed Virgin Mary reportedly appeared to 6 children in a devout Catholic Croatian village called Medjugorje in Bosnia-Herzegovina. During the past 29 years, there have been many physical changes in Medjugorje, but the messages Mary has emphasized of prayer, fasting, reconciliation, penance, and peace remain unchanged and more urgent than ever, as has her early message that God exists. A new film providing an important update on events in Medjugorje and the Vatican now is available on DVD. It features key interviews with visionaries, plus a dramatic, very positive interview with Cardinal Christoph Schönborn of Vienna, a close friend of the Pope. You will enjoy a tour of Medjugorje, its sights, sounds, and wonders. It is both uplifting and informative.
I want Jesus to walk with me. I want Jesus to walk with me.
In a new film called Mary's Land, God's love for His children is dramatized through the intercession of the Blessed Virgin Mary and is changing lives everywhere. An inquisitive and humorous devil's advocate promotes the devil's interests as he questions the Bible and Christian beliefs. There are beautiful scenes of God's creation and moving testimony of spiritual healings, which are in stark contrast to the road to ruin promoted by the evil one. Watch Mary's Land and feel renewed. Sister Marie, foundress of Mary's House.
Mary, my mother, my trust.
It was also in Smyrna that Sister Marie first read Anne Catherine Emmerich's description of the exact location of Mary's house, which was a short distance down the coast in Ephesus. Convinced that locating Mary's house would be the discovery of the century and critically important as a place of pilgrimage, Sister Marie was determined to finance an expedition to find the house. She would choose Father Eugene Poulin, one of the local Lazarist priests, to head the expedition, which he would successfully do on July 29, 1891. The house of 4 walls without a roof was found in the exact place Sister Emmerich said it would be.
Other highly acclaimed documentaries include Rome and the Papacy. After the formation of the Roman Empire and the early development of Christianity, which soon became the state religion, there was a schism between the 2 great Christian cities of Rome and Constantinople. Despite the breakup, Rome would remain the seat of power for the Church in Europe and home for the popes and Vatican, and it continues to function as an independent city-state to this very day.
The Flavian Amphitheatre in Rome, more popularly known as the Colosseum.
The spiritual history of France.
A distant mountain, open to the sky. At its peak, a house of prayer. Many believe that Mary Magdalene once lived here. Mary, the repentant sinner who became an ardent disciple of Christ. On the Massif of La Sainte-Baume in Provence, in France, far from her home in Palestine, she spent 30 years in a life of solitude, prayer, and doing penance. For most of her young adult life, she'd been a woman of shame, a courtesan in the wealthy Roman town of Magdala, on the shores of Lake Tiberias in Galilee. When she met Christ, she recognized in him a quality of love and compassion which was totally unlike anything in her experience. And it was this which freed her of the deadly vices which held her prisoner. In a public demonstration of humility and repentance, she anointed him with oil of lavender, washed his feet with her tears, and dried them with her hair.
Other individual documentaries include Miraculous Events in England.
These pilgrims gathered in an English garden are repeating a message that is 2,000 years old, the very words of greeting that the Archangel Gabriel spoke to Mary of Nazareth. According to Luke's Gospel, the angel told her that the Holy Spirit would come down and that the power of the Most High would overshadow her, that she would conceive and give birth to a son who would be called Holy, the Son of God. March the 25th, 2000, was the 2000th anniversary of the Incarnation, the miracle of God coming down from heaven and making his home with human beings. The simple house at Nazareth and the room where Mary heard the angel's message and where her son was conceived have long since vanished from Palestine. But in the Middle Ages, a replica of it, which was built near here, brought innumerable pilgrims to this place to venerate Mary and to ponder the mystery of the Incarnation.
Spain.
But those walking this road today are pilgrims, following in the way of the saint who is the patron of all Spain. This is El Camino de Santiago, the way of St. James the Apostle. For over 1,000 years, pilgrims have made this journey. Their destination, the shrine of the saint at Santiago de Compostela.
Mexico.
As he crossed the brow of the hill on December the 9th, 1531, he heard the sound of a beautiful dawn chorus of birds, which was surprising for a cold winter morning, and then a voice calling him, "Juan, Juanito, my little son." What he saw was a young woman, clothed in a light brighter than the sun, and dressed in the robes of a royal Aztec princess. She was, she said, the Blessed Virgin Mary, and urged him to go to Bishop Sumarga to tell him it was her wish and intense desire for a sanctuary to be built at this place, and in it she would give all her love, compassion, and protection to the people. The Blessed Virgin sent him to gather flowers on the barren hillside, a sign for the bishop, who had asked for confirmation of her appearance. But what he found were Castilian roses, flowers not known in Mexico at that time. She arranged them in his cloak, and off he went to the bishop. He was finally admitted, but when the roses spilled out, the bishop was more amazed at what he saw on the cactus fiber cloak itself. For the overwhelming sign proved not to be the roses, which in themselves were remarkable, but something much more beautiful and heavenly, which caused him to fall to his knees, lost in admiration. For here was revealed a life-size image of the Lady of Tepeyac, the Blessed Virgin Mary, surrounded by the rays of the sun, cloaked in a blue-green mantle emblazoned with the 46 stars configured in the sky for December the 12th, in an attitude of prayer, not a goddess, but a servant of God.
These beautiful films and many others are now available at 40 to 50% off on our website, which also includes a summary of the highlights of each film. Choose your favorite story today and be spiritually uplifted and renewed.